Welcome to Osun in Progress, a weekly program that showcases activities and achievements of Governor Gboyega, Oyetola in different sectors in the state of the virtuous. About 9 days ago, 2021 Workers' Day was celebrated at the Osogbo Sports Stadium, and the state workforce used the opportunity to commend the state governor for prioritizing the welfare of workers. Shortly, we'll be speaking with the state chairman of the NLC, Jacob Adekomi, on what workers have benefited in the last 29 months. My name is Rafiu Hamid, but before then, let's look at the activities of the state government for the week. The Workers' Day celebration was held at the Osogbo Sports Stadium on the 1st of May 2021. Thousands of workers from across the state graced the event. The state governor, Gboyega Oyetola, and members of his cabinet were in attendance. In his speech, Governor Gboyega Oyetola charged the workers in the state to increase their productivity for efficient service delivery. The governor solicits support and cooperation of the state workforce towards reviving the state economic landscape through diversification into different sectors.
On this August occasion, it is my pleasure to celebrate you all for the important role you have played and continue to play in building the economy of our state. As a people, we express our profound gratitude to you for your hard work, resilience, and sacrifice, even in the face of daunting challenges. It is in recognition of this that our administration has consistently sought to always put you first and prioritize your welfare. That is why we have, without fail, ensure your salaries are promptly paid. That is the reason we have ensured that we have implemented the new minimum wage ahead of many other states in the country. As a reward to your tireless commitment for building a virile state, it is on account of this our pensioners have been paid their gratuities, our challenging financial conditions notwithstanding. This also informs our relentless investment in capacity building to aid your efficiency and enable you to compete with the best anywhere in the world.
State chairman of the NLC, Jacob Adekomi, commended the state governor for prompt payment of their salaries.
The significance of Workers' Day celebration world over could not be overemphasized. The day gives the labor movement the platform through which the contributions of workers towards the state and nation building is showcased. Mr. Governor, we both to say, in you we have a father, not a boss. Though you are firm and highly principled, but the father in you has made the movement to record some successes and put smiles on the faces of our team members without a single day of strike since the inception of your Excellency's administration. Without which no doubt is the fulfillment of the promise of God, Ileri Oluwa. Though the economy of the world, and indeed that of Osun state, is in critical state, yet the father in you has given the workers in the state the new minimum wage. Nevertheless, it will be out of place if we phrase the new minimum wage since November 2020, while some other states who are economically solvent, buoyant than Osun state, have not implemented the minimum wage, and some he had earlier approved are now reverting to the old minimum wage of 18,000 naira. It is also to the credit of this peaceful administration that some staff of the Osun state-owned tertiary institution earlier relief of their post by the immediate past administration are reinstated, while some staff of Osun State University Teaching Hospital were equally upgraded. The restoration of annual salary increment is a project that has put smiles on the faces of workers in the state.
On Monday, management of the Champion newspaper were at the government house in Osogbo. They came to present the governor, Gboyega Oyetola, with a letter nominating him as the Governor of the Year and Man of the Year. Managing director of the newspaper, who made the presentation, said the governor was chosen on merit due to his outstanding achievements in different sectors.
In every criteria met, because the award is not just given to anybody, because we are for a better society and we want to encourage people to do whatever they can do to make our country, the nation good. so that we can also occupy our space in the world. For
do not at any point compromise standard, because this is a bridge that we're at level. So we have ensured that at any point we have not compromised standard. All regulatory bodies come there often to also see that we are working according to standard.
On Tuesday, the civic engagement program of the Osun State government was held in Apumu, in the Shokan local government area of the state. As usual, residents used the opportunity to commend the governor for his people-oriented policies and programs.
The program is good and it's okay because our governor is an able governor and kind governor, and the governor is good. So we recognize this program because it will help our governor a lot.
We identified that 7 projects have so far been executed in various schools by way of buildings of classroom, offices for teachers and others.
The Alapom of Apumu, Obakayo de Adenekan, described the civic engagement program as a welcome development.
There are still many things to do, so this type of opportunity affords people to express their mind, even without Mr. Governor being here. I mean, the message here will be conveyed to him and he will say it. And that's the type of governance that guarantees peace, growth, and progress. I've turned
a lot of things to some of their requests that they have thrown up in some of the several places we went to. Shows that Mr. Governor is so responsive to some of the demand that people are making from this type of platform that government has created. And another thing is a program that is bridging the gap between the government and those people that are in government. It's bridging the gap between the people and the government.
On Wednesday, 480 police special constables were received by the Osun State Governor, who was represented by Secretary to the State Government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, and the State Commissioner of Police, Olawale Olokode. The special police constables had undergone 16 weeks training in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Addressing the constables, Prince Wole Oyebamiji encouraged them to be dedicated to their duties and shun all acts capable of tarnishing the image of the state.
I therefore urge you to put the training you acquire at the training school to good use as you are posted to your respective duty posts. As you assume duty today, I charge you to always fly the Omoluabi flag that has earned Osun awards and marked its citizens out for distinction in their fields of human endeavor. You must approach your duties with the highest level of professionalism, integrity, loyalty, dedication, and character, while eschewing the vices that may give the force a bad name. As youths and future leaders, Osun and the Nigerian police look up to you as young men and women that will give hope to the country and rescue our dear people from criminals and insecurity.
Their major function right now is to provide information to the people, because they are very close to the people. That's where we are sending them back to the local governments where they hailed from, and whatever information that will be very, very necessary to ensuring the peace of that local government or that locality, they are expected to provide to us. They are also to work directly with the police so that minor issues, minor cases that will take the time of the police, they will be in the position to resolve it within their locality in conjunction with the community policing community members of that locality.
On Friday, food items worth millions of naira were distributed to the vulnerables in the state in line with the food support scheme of the state government. The distribution is in line with government's promise to reduce hunger in the state.
We were elected by the people, and the government has a responsibility to the people. It is part of this responsibility that Mr. Governor has decided that on a monthly basis there will be food support for the generality of the masses of his people. And what we are doing today is the distribution of this month's food support for our people. Mr. Governor believes that if he pays salaries of workers regularly, he pays pension and gratuity regularly, he has a responsibility also to the people, and that this food support will be a regular thing for them, so that everything will be within the first charge of government's expenditure on a monthly basis.
We have also made sure that every beneficiary will have the records, which anybody can come and actually check from us. And it is based on these records that we also are sure that the right recipients are actually getting these goods. So for this month, the Soko list is also being used, and the people that will actually be benefiting from it would also go home smiling, because the aim is to target those on the Soko list who are the vulnerables that actually need these foods.
A lot of efforts have been made by the present administration to put smile on the faces of the state workforce since November 2018. Since Governor Gboyega Oyetola took the mantle of leadership, payment of workers' salary and pension have been given priority. This was appreciated by labor leaders at the 2021 Workers' Day celebration in Osogbo. The state chairman of the NLC, Jacob Adekomi, says the present administration has done beyond workers' expectation.
During my media address, I said some things. I said Oyetola came to wipe away our tears. I said Oyetola came to give us joy, to give Osun State workers joy. Oyetola came to put balm on our soul. Also, workers have seen it all. We have passed through hell in this state. But today, we give glory to God that God has given us Oyetola as the governor of the state. And for God to have given us Oyetola, and Oyetola has been living up to these billings. Oyetola has helped us a lot. He has given us the courage, he has given us joy. Financially, when we look at our salary-wise, Oyetola has been able to pay full salary. And now we are even receiving salary even before the end of the month. Not only that, a full salary, unlike those days when we are on modulated salaries. Also, before the advent of Oyetola, since 2012, that was the last time Osun workers have benefited from annual salary increment annually. That salary increment has to be that every year, as you are moving a step, your salary should increase. But it was embargo since 2012. So when Oyetola came on board, he lifted the embargo on it, and today Osun workers are benefiting annually from salary increment. And also, you look at our promotion. The promotion we earned last was in 2012-2013. The local government service and their last promotion was in 2013, while local state civil service had their last promotion in 2012. It was embargo. It was during the Oyetola regime. During the last administration, early 2018, they gave us a nominal promotion, one. It was without financial backing. It was not monetized. It was Oyetola administration that monetized that promotion, one of the promotion. And not only that, Oyetola administration also acknowledged that they are owing us backlog of salaries. He did not say he was not the one that owned the workers. So the last MOU we signed, we entered into with workers, it was inserted that the backlog of salaries owed us by the last administration will be offset by Oyetola. We have a lot of goodies that we have been receiving. And also some of our members whose appointments were terminated by the last administration, especially from the 4 tertiary institutions. And Mr. Governor, in his benevolence, has restated them. And also, during the last administration, our workers at Lautech, that is now Osun Teaching Hospital, we have our workers there whose grade they were demoted. Let me put it that way. They were demoted. Oyetola, in his magnanimity, has done what? Has upgraded them to their normal position now. Those are some of the benefits that are not only that. In Osun today, Osun workers today have peace of mind. We go about our work. There is no fear of retrenchment. They have no fear of half salaries. And today also, look at it today, Osun workers can approach the financial institutions, banks, for loans. Unlike those days when we are pariah. We are pariah in the sense that nobody wanted to give loans to Osun workers because how are they going to pay it? And even those years, some of our members lost their lives, some lost their family, some lost their wives, some lost their children. It was a pathetic story. We don't want, and we are praying that those years we will not experience it again. Osun workers is a succor to us. It's a joy to Oyetola government administration is a succor to us. It's a joy to workers in the state.
He said workers are surprised that the government has not borrowed a dime since the governor came on board.
We used to ask him, how are you doing, Mr. Governor? We say, Ọlọ́run ni, that is God. And I believe that whoever aligns with God will always be successful. And also it's about financial engineering. It's not financial engineering that you say by your mouth. Some people will say financial engineering. It's about financial discipline. The Yoruba said you say ntọ́wálẹ̀ tó pín tábà ti fi ọgbọ́n ṣe. You say when you cut costs that are not useful, that are not needed, that you don't need, there are difference between wants and need. When you don't waste resources on flamboyancy, when you cut your coat according to available materials,
Oyetola has demonstrated, he's an insurance man, and he has allowed that his knowledge to come to bear on the finances of Osun. He has the way not only payment of salaries, is look at the developmental project that is ongoing without borrowing the bank. That means most of most of our governors or most of our administrations are wasteful. That is the implication. They are wasteful. They will see what they need is different for what they want. They use most of the resources on things that are not needed. So we want to give kudos to Oyetola for his financial engineering, for his prudency, because he has been able to demonstrate to us that if we are focused, and it's also about the respect for the other person and the love for that person. You see, when you have a love for person, you want to satisfy that person, and when you have made up your mind that I want to make a positive impact in the life of our people, then you will do that. We want to appreciate Mr. Governor. He has demonstrated that he's a prudent man, and that is it. He has done well, and we are always surprised that payments of salary, even before the end of for the past 2-3 months now. The last time they went to Abuja for FAC allocation, there was about 2-3 months ago, they came home with about 500 million after deducting of debt. So what would 500 million do? But because of ingenuity of Mr. Governor and because of his love for workers and for the state, he has cut costs. He has denied himself of some things so that the people of the state will benefit from it.
Jacob Adekomi, however, made some requests from the state government.
The lifting of ban on the annual salary increment, and the lifting of ban on promotion, the payment, the monetization of one of the promotion that we have earned earlier, and even we are going to start another one now. Even the restatement of our members from higher institutions that was retrenched, the upgrading of our staff at Teaching Hospital, and also even recently some of our members at Asubiaro State Hospital they were temporary permanent employment before. Temporary employment before, they have been permanent. They have now been given permanent and pensionable employment. So those are the things. And just as Oliver Twist, we continue to ask for more. And also, since the coming of Oyetola, the issue of gratuity and pension, especially, he has been releasing fund every month. And also, what we are saying is that we are appealing for him now to increase the tempo. You see, what at times 150, 200 million monthly for this pension and contributory. We have appealed. That is what I said in last my media address, that he should jack up they should try. We appeal to him to jack up the fund that is being released to the contributory pensioners, so that more people, it will capture more people monthly. And also we want to remind him of our outstanding balances, the arrears. Those we have it in the MOU that as from November, the government will start to offset it gradually. I want to put that we want to remind him too. And also recently I learned that we have 6 members of our staff at Ila College of Education that were also retrenched during the last administration. We have appealed to Mr. Governor to reinstate them again. And we have also said that Mr. Governor should assist us in bringing back vehicle and housing loan. The last time we enjoyed it was during Oyetola regime. So we are appealing to Mr. Governor to do what again, to put fund in that basket so that workers will have access to it. It's a repayable loan. When they give us that loan, we pay it, and so that others will benefit. Revolving and repayable loan. We appeal to Mr. Governor to do that too.
He also asked this advice for the state workforce.
My advice to my colleagues at the state workforce is that we should put in more effort. We should be diligent and work, and we should be punctual. To whom much is given, much is expected. And also we have said it earlier, that we are ready to cooperate with Mr. Governor, to the government on the issue of IGR, to jack up the IGR of the state, so that because when we have this, the fund that is coming from the federal allocation is nothing to write home about. So we have told ourselves, we have met severally, that we are ready to collaborate with the government in increasing the IGR of the state, so that we will be able to benefit more. And also we are ready, we have said it, everywhere there are leakages, we are ready to plug it so that more funds will come to the covers of the state.
That's all what we can take on today's edition of Osun in Progress. Join us next Sunday, same time, for another edition of the program. On behalf of the coordinator, who doubles as State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Funke Egbemade, and the entire production crew, my name is Rafiu Hamid saying, bye-bye.